to as many of you as we can. We'll start right here. Yes, go ahead.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, thank you. I'm a big fan. My question comes in two parts. The first is that you seem very willing to admit that you loved the attention of acting when you first got into it as a kid. And that sort of like reared its maybe ugly head again with the success of Orphan Black. And I'm wondering how that has influenced the work part of it for you. And then on the other side of that, dealing with self-doubt as an actor and how do you balance knowing that there's always further to go and still being okay with where you're at the moment?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the attention thing was definitely what was exciting about performing. Holding an audience was exciting to me. But it's not the same thing as being the other attention that comes from, hyperbole or things like that. I still love the feeling of being on this stage. It terrifies me. Like I was telling Cameron before we got out here, I was just like, I was so nervous to come out here. But I do get a thrill out of, being watched, and I think that's part of being an actor. And I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing. I just think it has to be monitored, that it's not all about what people think or that do people like it or are people watching me. But am I connecting? Is this connected? Does this mean something? That I think is more important. And then the other question was self-doubt. I think that's something that Orphan Black has taught me a lot about in terms of I'm constantly churning out product. I'm constantly creating. And that can, if I start to self-doubt and monitor and all of that, then I would just implode. But it's always there. And that self-doubt, I think, is what keeps me wanting to be in class and keeps me wanting to explore and keeps me going. I never feel satisfied after a scene's done, and that's okay, because how could you ever be satisfied? There's endless possibilities for what a moment could be and for what a performance could be and for what a scene could be. So, and it'll get edited and it'll get looked at by producers or by studios, and so they put their mark on it. So all I can take care of is being in that moment, and that's it. And I think if self-doubt didn't exist, then like why am I? What's my question? Why am I continuing to pursue it?